I hope you guys can hear me very well because today we are using the mic. This is not really a mic, this is the iPhone mic, but it's a mic nonetheless, you know? What's up guys, my name is Tasha. I am a crochet, knit and lifestyle YouTuber here on YouTube. I'm going to be sharing with you my free pattern Christmas gift guide. That's a really long name. I don't know what else to call it. I have gone and trawled a little bit through the internet for some of the best and easiest crochet gifts that you can create for someone for this Christmas. They are all free patterns. They are all super duper easy and they're great for beginners. There is one that's maybe a little bit more intermediate, but if you're a beginner and you want to test those crochet skills you've been building up for the last month or maybe a week if you're like me and you're impulsive, that's going to be one for you. I'm giving you guys ample time. I'm going to upload this basically as soon as I record it because I want you guys to have as much time to create these things as physically possible. So I think I'm giving you guys about 5 weeks, roughly. Let's ask Alexa. Alexa, when is Christmas?
Christmas is in 36 days on Monday the 25th of December 2023. Santa has a little message for you.
Ho, 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 ho. I am so excited about Christmas.
Wow. There we go. So Christmas is in 36 days. I'm going to say that's a little bit over 4 weeks. So I feel like you have enough time. These patterns are super easy, so it will give you enough time to create what you want to create out of this list. I've tried to include patterns that I feel are different from like the really simple small things. Not to say that simple is bad, but I think I try to stay away from like mug cozies and water bottle holders and things like that. While I think they're great patterns, I also kind of feel like they're just alright. No offense to anyone. Anyway, I'm not going to keep rambling on. Let's just get straight into it. So the first pattern I'm going to start off with in this are granny square mittens. I chose this pattern because I think it's something that's trending at the moment. I've definitely seen a lot more creators on Instagram and TikTok create these and I'm into them. I'm really into them. I have a little bit of spare yarn from making a granny square balaclava the other day and it's something that I want to try out because I think if I made a matching set that would just be so cute, you know. This pattern, I've read through it, it's super easy to follow and I think generally if you are not so much a beginner with crochet and you know how to make granny squares, you know how to do ribbing, you can put 2 and 2 together and pretty much do it by yourself. I like the idea of fingerless gloves, especially in a 21st century world. We need to double tap on Instagram. We need to scroll through Twitter. We gonna need those fingers out. So yeah, I've included this pattern. It is by Lullaby Lodge Crochet. I think would be a really good scrap yarn project. I think when granny squares are made out of like different colors and they have like colors that don't necessarily continue throughout the entire round, or every row is like slightly different. I love that look. So if you have yarn in your yarn stash that's been sitting there collecting dust, you don't know what to do with it, this could be it. This could be the project to use some of that up. Sort of sticking with the theme of granny squares, I also threw in a granny square cushion cover. I am really obsessed with these and I know granny squares kind of divide some people. There are people that do crochet that don't like granny squares whatsoever. They think they're the ugliest things they've ever seen. And, you know, I low-key hear it. I get it. But I love a granny square. I love maximalist decor. So for me, the uglier, the better. Look at my hat. I mean, I'm not calling my hat ugly. I think my hat is beautiful. But anything that's like this and it's really loud and vibrant and like loopy, I'm all for it. So I put this granny square, this DIY granny square throw pillow pattern by Neon Tea Party. I love her blog because she does go for very like crazy colors in a lot of her projects. I mean, Neon Tea Party, proofs in pudding, name is on the tin. Don't have a quote for that. She does go for very out there colors and color schemes and I love that about her blog. Essentially, you're just going to be making a granny square of as many rounds as you need and I think you can get pillows for maybe like, I wouldn't say more than like £3. Check on Amazon if you don't have anywhere local to you that you can buy pillows, but if you live in the UK you can definitely head down to your local IKEA. I got my cushion inserts from IKEA and I think I only spent about £3 on it, maybe even less. So all you need is one of those, some scrap yarn, and you've got a whole gift. You can even go as far as making like a set of cushion covers. If you could sew like a zipper on there so you can wash the cushion cover rather than the entire cushion if it needs washing, that would be good. But which I'm sure is possible if you look into like how to attach a zipper to crochet. So that's doable as well. Another easy crochet pattern that I've added to this list is the crochet scrunchie. I call these coral scrunchies because I think they look a lot like coral, if I'm not wrong. I could be so wrong. What does coral look like? Yeah, it does look like coral. Well, some kind of coral. Not all of them, but some of them. I love these scrunchies. There's a girl that I follow on Instagram. I will add her Instagram here. She makes really nice ones of those if you're looking to purchase one, but they actually are pretty easy to make. You're essentially just crocheting around a hairband or a hair tie. There's a video tutorial in the description box for you if you're looking to make that one. I would go for the yarn I'd use for this is maybe an Aran weight, maybe even chunky. I did make this recently for my daughter, and I made it with cotton yarn, which I found like surprisingly worked up pretty big. This would be really nice for someone if you know they love like doing their hair, they love hair accessories, and I think it would be really nice for the summertime as well. Just a great statement piece. You can't go wrong with that. You can make 2 of those. I think when I made mine, it took me about half an hour to crochet, depending on how quick you are, but they don't take a lot of time at all. Again, in our easy category, we have a ribbed beanie. I am wearing one right now. The tutorial I've added is from Stitch of Sage. She makes these really, really amazing scrap yarn projects. I mean, I don't know if they're scrap yarn. It could just be the color scheme she goes for, but I love her color work. I love the way she pairs colors together, and that's something that I really want to learn. But I think it's also kind of like an intuitive thing at the same time. The tutorial that's posted isn't very clear, so I will link the video tutorial at the bottom. The video from Stitch of Sage is essentially all that you're doing. You're just creating ribbing over and over again, folding it and cinching the top. So super easy project. I think this one took me about 2 hours. So also another great scrap yarn project. Look, we're clearing out our stash, guys. So a little bit more intricate, but also not super daunting. I've added the Chelly hat. Now this is a hat that kind of took the internet by storm. Well, in my realm of the internet at least. I think it trended pretty well over the summertime last year. This design pattern, as far as I know, and I'm not saying this is a fact, was created by It's Lula Baby. I believe that's her name on Instagram and on YouTube. She has posted a full, very in-depth, very clear tutorial on how to create these like fluffy, ruffled, coral brimmed hats. They are gorgeous. These hats just have such a flair to them, and if you use really bright and vibrant colors or like very well paired colors, oh my gosh, chef's kiss. It just looks so good. You can also scroll through Pinterest. There are like loads of renditions of this on other women, and yeah, like lots of color inspo, lots of inspo for like how many ruffles or how like big you want your ruffles to be, how crowded you want it to be. Super inspiring. Oh, I just found one that's got a granny square. It's a granny square one, guys. I think that's really cute. If you guys can't tell, I have a thing for granny squares. Really nice hat for anyone who's like boho chic in your life. If someone made this for me, I'd probably cry because it's so detailed, it's so beautiful, and it's just so like, oh, how could you not love receiving something like that? Again, in our intermediate category, I added these Christmas baubles. It's a Christmas gift list, you know? It makes sense. I don't think these are something that take too long to create. I've never tried myself, but I will try. So I thought I'd add these in if you are a little bit more advanced with working in a magic circle. Or you want to test your skill at working with magic circles and working with like granny stitches that aren't in a square. I thought these would be really nice as like an early Christmas gift for someone. If you have like family who go ham when it comes to Christmas decorations, they would love to receive this as an early gift. The written pattern is very easy to follow, and I'm pretty sure you would definitely find a YouTube tutorial for this online if you're more of a visual learner like me. Shout out to us visual learners. I really fell in love with these patterns. The only thing is you would have to have spare baubles or go ahead and buy some like cheap ones. But I think if you live in the UK, Poundland is always a shout for super cheap Christmas decorations. I think in America you guys call that the Dollar Tree. It doesn't really matter how great quality the bauble is on the inside. What really matters is on the outside. It's like that quote but in reverse. It's all about what's on the outside. Now we're getting into our difficult category. Ooh la la. So I only have 2 for this. This is a pattern I found on Hobby. Now, if you've not looked at Hobby for yarn, they're really great. I think they're based over in Europe somewhere. That probably sounds silly because I live in Europe. I think they're based over in the Netherlands, if not Denmark, Sweden, one of those areas. They sell yarn, but they also do really great crochet patterns. And it's a Hexagon cardigan. Now, I was looking for something like this for my mum. Spoiler alert, mum, that's a Christmas gift. I think essentially you're working some granny stitch hexagons and then seaming them up down the back. From what I can tell, I've not read through this particular pattern, but I know that Hobby's patterns are very easy to follow. They're written very well. So yeah, and also once you like scroll down on the Pinterest, I'm dropping my iPad. When you scroll down, you can see like loads of other inspiration for colors and stuff. Because I'm not gonna lie, the color scheme that Hobby are given, I don't really like that. If you've seen this and you're kind of like thinking, oh, this would be really nice for the summertime, I think if you made this in a cotton yarn, it'd probably be better. Acrylic, as I think some of us know, not the best material to create garments because it can be really hot and it doesn't smell very good if you sweat. Yeah. If you're looking to make it for the winter, maybe try an acrylic cotton blend. If you're looking to make it for someone for summer, have a look at making it in some really nice high quality cotton yarn. And I think it would be beautiful. I think that would be an absolute beauty. Last but not least on our pattern list, we have the checkered crochet bag. I thought a bag would be nice generally, but I think a bag with some detail to it would be really, really nice. And then looking at this bag, it also made me think, what if you made a tote bag out of a graph? If you know how to do that, you could totally create a graph for whatever image you want. Work that up to the dimensions of a tote bag that you like to create, seam it up, create the handles, you have a graph tote bag. So yeah, there we go. That was my crochet gift guide, a really simple, really short one because I didn't want to create anything that was going to be too complex. I just wanted to give you guys a few ideas that I think, in my opinion, would be really easy to work up even if you're a beginner. Knock out 2 to 3 rows a day for the next 4.5 weeks and you, my friend, you could probably do the whole board. Okay, no, I'm taking it far. I think, yeah, depending on which one you choose, you'll definitely be able to create this quite quickly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I've given you some inspiration. Let me know which one you're thinking of creating in the comment section below. I'd love to talk. If you know of any other crochet patterns that are fairly easy to intermediate and you think they're easy to work up, perfect Christmas gift, let the people know in the comment section below. It's a community. We're trying to build a community over here. We're all friends, we're all family, more or less. Thank you so much for kicking it with me for a few minutes of your day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next one. Ta-ra!